Israel. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Hashem and Mashiach Yahushua. Second of all, I'd like to give double honor and glory to the elders who taught us this truth and pave the way for us to come to go in this truth. Also, I'd like to give a strong shalom to the brethren who are diligently in this truth, seeking not the righteousness sake and flee from the lust and cares of this world. Today, I'll be coming back with a quick video on the two greatest commandments. Now, no commandment is truly greater than each other, because all the commandments need to be kept. But there are just some commandments that sum up a majority of commandments. But these two commandments are what I would like to call chief commandments. They sum up the majority, they sum up all of the commandments. So let's get into them. But first, I'd like to go to the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 8 through 10. 8 through 9, really, or start at 8 through 10. Romans 13:8. Owe no man anything but to love one another, for ye that love another have fulfilled the law. I believe that's Leviticus 19:18, Leviticus 19:17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, but thou shalt not read thy brother. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where it links up. Verse 9. For this thou shalt not commit adultery. Now he's going to Paul is getting the commandments from Exodus 20, and I believe another place besides Exodus 20 you can go is Deuteronomy 5. But anyways, reading on verse 9. For this thou shalt not commit adultery, can't sleep with another man's wife. Reading on, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. You can't just be you can't just want what people want you can't just want what people have for no reason. That's for glory, gloating sake, or you get envious, in a bad way. Reading on, and if there be any other commandment, which you could also use this part says any other commandment, you can use that really for all the book of all of chapter 15 of the book of Acts, when the disciples were disputing on whether or not the commandments had to be kept. This will go perfectly with verse 29. But anyways, reading on. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in saying this. In this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So Paul just listed some of the commandments, and he said, if there be any other commandment, they all fall under thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. This saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfillment of the law. So when you love your neighbor, you're not going to do anything evil against them. So that's you fulfilling the law, which is Leviticus 19:17, 19:18. But damn, I lost my train of thought. But alright, let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and I believe verse 34 through 40. Let's read this little short excerpt. Matthew 22, verse 34. Matthew 22:34. But when Yahushua had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, but when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Verse 35. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him, and saying, Master, what is the great commandment of the law? This lawyer was asking him, trying to tempt him, why is what is the greatest commandment, the best commandment, or the most serious commandment that people should be keeping? Verse 37. Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Even though I believe Deuteronomy 6 and 5 it says like might, but anyways, it's the same thing. In verse 38, it's like this is the first and great commandment. Comes like loving the Lord with all your mind, your soul, and your might. It's like that's chiefly like the chiefest commandment. But like as it's said somewhere, like either in Acts or one of Paul's writings, it says, damn, yeah, I lost my train of thought, but it says something like, if you love the Lord, then yeah, it's basically the same message. If you love the Lord, then it's something like, oh, if you can't see the Lord, like how can you hate your brother that you can't see, but you love the Lord, which you can't see. It's either in the book of Acts, the Gospels, or one of Paul's writings, but that's where it's at. It's like, how can you love God whom you can see, and but your neighbor who you can't see? Like obviously, loving the Lord is like the chiefest commandment. Like, it doesn't surpass any other commandment really, but like that's the overall commandment. If you love the Lord, then you'll do all of the commandments. We're reading on verse 39, and the second is like unto this, like unto it. Thou shalt love the neighbor as thyself. So you must love your neighbor as yourself. Because I believe that, yeah, Leviticus 19:18, you can't rebuke the neighbor that much, not suffer sin about him. You gotta love your neighbor as yourself. Verse 40, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So like all the scriptures really is like just based upon like really based upon Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, fear God, keep his commandments, and also love the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy soul, all thy might, and love thy brother as yourself. Like if you do all those things, which Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 really is like the same as these two commandments. Like if you do all these things, then the Lord will be with you. So anyways, this is my quick video. Sorry for going everywhere, but I didn't plan it. And I guess the Holy Spirit just entered into me and wanted me to make this video. But anyways, I hope somebody got edified, and I pray y'all pray for me. I pray for y'all. And I pray y'all may pray for each other. But I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Shema Mashakal Shalom.